Hello, I'm Dr. Sri Banerjee, core faculty for the College of Health Sciences and Public Policy at Walden University. In this segment, I'll be going over how to create a syntax from SPSS. This syntax file actually saves a lot of time once you learn how to use it. There's some coding involved, which I'll go over and show you in a bit. So for starters, you have, now usually you have a lot of data that's here. For the sake of clarity though, I'm going to be showing you how to create the syntax. So what I wanted to do is widen the field of view and show you exactly where you can find it. So File, and then when you go to finding syntax, all you have to do is go to File and then New. And then after New, you can either have New Data, New Syntax, and I'm just going to click New Syntax. And this is the menu that pops up. This is the screen that pops up. And when you compile the program, if there's any errors, it will show on the bottom. So I wanted to run glomerular filtration rate. For those of you that are somewhat familiar with the nephrology would know that. And an equation that I use very frequently in my studies are the Cockcroft-Gault equation. In this demonstration, what I'm going to show you is how some of these syntax works. So I'm going to refer back to my electronic notebook that I have with a lot of pages here. And as you can see, there's my code for, and this is from the National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey. So what we're going to do is, this is an example of OneNote where you can save a lot of your commands and codes. So then what I'm going to do is copy and paste. Now, what I wanted you to note is that if and execute commands are very frequently used. So this is a complex sort of algorithm here. What I'm trying to show you here is that, for instance, among males, the Cockcroft-Gault equation is a bit different. So the glomerular filtration rate is equal to 140 minus age times the body mass index weight divided by the serum creatinine times 72. So we're going to go back to how this is different than the other one. So then you can go into females, and the only difference is what the numerator is multiplied by. As you can see, in males, because of the body weight and a lower body weight versus females, different body weight, and so all of that has to be taken into consideration. Anyway, so that's not the focus of this talk. The focus is to see what the syntax is, and because there's no data, there's not going to be anything but errors, but I do want to show you what these errors are. So look at this error number 100, error number 105. There's something not right about this syntax. I wanted to show you how it looks. And this is the log output. So what happens, for those of you not too familiar with SPSS, after you have a syntax file, when it compiles, if you look below, that's the output file. However, if you look below, you'll find all of the different errors and which line it is in. So if we look above at line 1, there's an error because we ran it on a blank file. And then number 2, execute. This has no data, so it's showing you that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 errors for every line. So I hope this has given you some insight as to how to write some code and then compile it over here. And also remember about the if and execute commands. As soon as you have a period at the end, then the if turns into a full statement. So these are all the different nuances of using the syntax menu. Thank you for listening.